Zink, and welcome to Creative Intuitive Solutions. I just wanted to bring to you a kind of higher consciousness concept that's coming into my awareness. And so as I describe this, I may be finding the words to properly explain it, but we've all had those people in our life that we've kind of had to possibly let go of. Maybe somebody that's toxic, or somebody who was abusive, or somebody that just got on our last nerve. We've had to end relationships in our life, but most of the time when we do that, we always put a label to that other person. They're a narcissist, or they're whatever they were, emotionally abusive, or whatever kind of dramatic word we can tie into them, and we put that to them. That's what most people do. So I'm coming to the realization that we need to actually take those labels off of those people, and in doing this, it's a part of like a higher forgiveness that we come to. So when we forgive somebody, that doesn't mean that we forgive them in the way that we're gonna come back together as a friend, or as a relationship, or a marriage even. It doesn't mean that we're gonna occupy them with our time, that person, anymore. It's perfectly fine to stop talking to somebody, but forgiveness really is about healing from the situation, seeing it from many perspectives, not having an emotional charge to that person or the situations with them anymore. That's kind of a forgiveness. But this is even a step further, because it's like once you get to that point, do you still think about them? Do the feelings still come up? But I believe that we can get to a point where we're not throwing that kind of lump of coal on them anymore with the kind of labels that we attach to them. And part of this is allowing people to be who they are. And that doesn't mean that if somebody is causing harm to you or inflicting pain upon you, that you stick around. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, down the line, when you do heal from the situation and you have processed it, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. Don't attach another rope by a label that you tie to that person. When we do this, you're almost just as bad as they may have treated you, because it goes into talking behind their back or gossiping about them, even years down the line. So you're kind of just letting them go, and you're not attaching the meaning to them anymore, or the negativity to them. Maybe they were really negative to you. You're not attaching that to them anymore. You're not, trying to make it fair or right or just. You're just simply letting them be, and you're having the understanding, comes with an understanding that people are who they are. And you never know from when somebody was born, the moment that they were born, maybe even the womb. Maybe their parents were drug abusers while they were in the womb. Or maybe they had a horrible childhood. Like, you never know what each incremental minute of their life, how it was for them. They may have never told you. They may have never been intimate enough to share those difficulties that they've had with you, that made them act, or had them acting the way that they do. From the level of awareness and understanding that they had. So you never know what somebody's been through. And in the same coin, on the other side, people don't always know what you've been through. People don't know what you've experienced, or how you've interpreted or processed your life situations. So as many labels as you can throw out at somebody, just as many can be thrown back at you, and you never know what somebody ultimately really, really thinks about you. You don't know if, when you place a label on somebody, if they're placing some labels on you too. So it's really good to just kind of keep your space clear by not attaching labels to people, and eventually getting to a place where you just understand that you don't know what made that person the way that they are. All you know is you don't really care for or appreciate the way that possibly they treated you. But other than that, you don't know why they did those things. You know, you can guess in your mind, oh, they went through this, or it's because of this, but you never really know, because a lot of life is a compilation or a composite of many different events that make somebody act or be the way that they are. So you never know. Maybe it was 10 events that made that person act that certain way towards you that you didn't really care for, you know. So you don't really know what they went through, and they don't know exactly everything that you've experienced or went through within your life. But if you can get to a place of just kind of letting it go, healing from it, processing it with that person, letting them go, and just know that you don't know absolutely what they've been through, just having a really high level of forgiveness for that person, and even a sense of love about your thoughts towards them, even if maybe they weren't able to act in that way towards you. I'm Ryan Zink. This is Creative